Hello guys, friends, viewers and fellow YouTubers. Welcome to yet another episode of Baking in Camouflage, because it's so much manlier. Actually, I'm kind of late with this video because it took me some time to find a camo pattern I didn't use before. And I'm afraid unless I find a sponsor, I'm going to have to stick to wearing camouflage I already used in one of my previous Baking in Camouflage episodes.
Sponsor me!
Well, be that as it may, today it's apple cake. I actually got the recipe from freitasex, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. Anyway, from that guy's channel. The link is in the description to this video, by the way. Awesome channel, and yeah, what can I say? It looked tasty, I tried it for the first time and it was awesome. Thanks freitasex, well, thank you. And without further delay, please enjoy. Okay, I started off by cracking 2 whole eggs into a bowl. And if any of you guys are wondering, because of the changed setting, I'm deep in the countryside in the Austrian prefecture of Lower Austria at my parents' place. And I finally got some space to work. Now that's what I'm talking about. Continue by adding 1 cup of vegetable oil. Yeah, I'm going to stick to the American style of measurement because it's an American recipe. And for now I'm just gonna mix that up. And since I can't get the liquid vanilla essence here, we just have the small packs of vanilla sugar. And the recipe calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, and I still think that the vanilla sugar is not as potent as the liquid vanilla essence, so I'm going to use 3 packs of vanilla sugar and 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm gonna mix that up again. Alright, next step. In a separate bowl I'm going to put 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 package of baking powder or baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. The recipe says something about half a teaspoon of salt. Apparently my parents only have sea salt and I think it's more potent, so I'm only using a few pinches of salt. And now I'm gonna add this into the already quite thick mixture of eggs and sugar. So I'm going to add it gradually, maybe half and half. And yeah, it's a very thick mixture, as you can see. Now I'm gonna cut up the apples. I'm using 6 about medium-sized apples for this. I'm gonna go just mix those apple pieces into the thick dough and distribute the dough evenly, half and half, into 2 already greased baking pans. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I don't think I have enough dough, so I'll just use 1 baking form. Okay, I think this will work out much better in my case. Right, looking not half bad now. And off into the oven with you. 180 degrees Celsius for about 45 minutes. Apparently I'm too dumb to operate this oven correctly, because it's way more advanced than my Stone Age oven at home. and I baked this cake like 3 hours at room temperature or something. But finally it's done. Now I'm going to let it cool down completely, and in the meantime I can make the frosting. For this I'm gonna use about a pound of cream cheese, about 125, maybe 130 grams of unsalted butter, and I brought all that to room temperature first. Once again I'm using 3 packs of vanilla sugar. And about 2 cups of powdered sugar. And a few pinches of salt. Now I'm gonna mix that up. Looking good, but maybe a little too soft. I shall put it in the fridge before I apply it. Looking real good so far. Nice coarse dough texture, cinnamony and juicy. And it looks kind of flat, but bear in mind that the plate isn't flat, so it's still a big cake. I think it's about time to apply the frosting. Thanks freitasex, well, thank you guy.